Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's David Brown. I am the Bulldog breeder. And if you're looking to extend your dog's life and take its health and fertility to the next level, then today's video is for you. Today I'm gonna share my top 13 superfood toppers that are gonna extend your dog's life and ensure your dog is healthy and thriving. And for my fellow breeders, I'm gonna share some tricks with you that's gonna boost your dog's fertility, especially your studs. Because at Big Bone Bulldogs, we don't just produce top quality French Bulldogs and mini and micro English Bulldogs. I also make sure my dogs are fed right, conditioned for health, and able to produce the best puppies possible. And diet plays a huge role in that. And you're gonna wanna stay tuned because we're not just gonna talk about my top 13 superfoods, but I'm gonna reveal an ingredient that's in a lot of foods that you need to avoid because it can your dog. So let's get into it. Here are my top 13 superfood toppers. Now, some of these you're already gonna know about, but I promise you, some of these are gonna shock you. The first one, coconut oil. Coconut oil, we all know, is good for the skin. You can add this into their diet, tablespoon, couple times a week, and you can even put it on their skin topically. Coconut oil is packed with healthy fats and antibacterial properties. Coconut oil aids in digestion, it supports coat health, and even enhances brain function. So with coconut oil, a little bit goes a long way. And you always wanna make sure you get the extra virgin coconut oil. That's gonna be your purest form. Next up, yogurt. But not just any yogurt. Organic, whole milk, plain Greek yogurt. Yogurt is packed full of probiotics and amazing for gut health. You wanna make sure it's plain yogurt so it has no artificial sweeteners like xylitol. Xylitol is something you need to watch out for. Xylitol is in many different foods and it can kill your dog. Xylitol can be found in peanut butter, it can be found in yogurts, so watch out for xylitol. And I recommend going with the Greek yogurt because it has more cultures in it, meaning more healthy bacteria, better gut health. Now this next one's gonna shock you. Garlic. I know what you're thinking. Isn't garlic toxic for my dogs? Everyone says garlic is toxic. Yes, it is, but only when consumed in a large amount. When consumed in small amounts, garlic is a super herb that has tons of health benefits. It boosts immune function, it fights parasites, and can increase cardiac health. So when they say clove of garlic, I'm gonna go on the safe side and say a clove is just one of these pieces. I don't believe this is an entire clove of garlic. So this piece of garlic here, I think has about 6 or 7 cloves in it, if I'm correct. For a 25-pound dog, it would need to consume 10 plus cloves of garlic. That's like this. A 25-pound dog would have to eat this much garlic. But if you just feed it about a half a clove once a week, you can really take advantage of all the health benefits that garlic provides. It's even a natural flea repellent. Now, there's a special way to do the garlic. If you feed the garlic to your dog, it has to be minced, it has to be cut, and you wanna cut it as much as possible because with every cut, you're gonna see a liquid come out. Listen, you guys know I am not the most scientific. I try to give it to you raw and easy, and so that's what you're about to get. When you cut it, it makes like 2 properties come together and create a chemical called allicin. And I'm probably butchering that like I always do. allicin, whatever that word is. That is only created once you cut it. And once those chemicals come together, it creates that. And that is the key to garlic. That's what has the antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, anti-inflammatory. There's all these good properties that can come from garlic, the allicin in the garlic. But it's very powerful, so in just small amounts. Like I said, about half a clove once a week. So no, garlic is not toxic. Next up, this one you guys might recognize, blueberries. Blueberries are rich in antioxidants, which support brain function and boost the immune system. So blueberries are a very good treat for your dog that most of them are gonna enjoy, and it's gonna increase their immunity. Next, pineapple. Pineapple is great for digestion and has great anti-inflammatory properties. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Amazing for inflammation. And of course, rich in vitamin C and lots of immunity. And it also really helps with skin problems. I've found that pineapple really can help clear up skin issues. So if you're ever having skin issues with your dog, throw some pineapple in the diet and see what that does. And this one here is my go-to for digestive health. And of course, as always, organic pumpkin. 100% pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix, but canned pumpkin is fine. Make sure it's 100% pumpkin. And as always, if you can find organic, get organic. Now, pumpkin is a very special kind of fiber. It's actually two different kinds of fiber in one. So it's what's called a stool corrector, because you can have loose stool, pumpkin will firm it up. You can have constipation, firm stool, pumpkin will push it through. So pumpkin is amazing for digestive health, and it's also good for inflammation, and the dogs enjoy it. Next, fish oils. Fish oils are loaded in omega-3s and another great inflammation killer. But when choosing fish oils, it's very, 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 very important that you choose wild-caught fish oils. Do not mess with the farm-raised fish oils. Those are actually worse for your dogs. And I'm not even gonna go into why, because you don't wanna hear it. Wild-caught fish oils, I feed the main protein in my dog's food is fish, so I don't substitute as much with fish oils. But if you're feeding a chicken or a lamb or a different protein other than fish, I would highly, highly recommend supplementing with wild-caught fish oils. This is also something that will really help you with any skin issues, and it's gonna give you a great shiny coat. Now we're continuing with the whole inflammation thing. These next two things are really amazing for inflammation and great for joints. I have personally seen amazing benefits with turmeric myself just over the past few months with my big male Cane Corso. He injured his ACL running a wolf off the property. If you follow my socials, you probably saw that video. It went super viral, but he did a great job. I can't believe he kept up with my faster female and that big wolf, and in doing so, he extended his ACL. So I got him on some supplements, and one of them was turmeric. I just do 1 capsule of turmeric in his food every morning. Turmeric is amazing for inflammation, amazing for joint health, and I highly recommend it. Now today's video is about organic, natural superfoods that you can add to your dog's diet, but I do supplement with other things also when needed. So I'm gonna give you a quick plug, because this is something else that also really helped Big Drago's ACL, and something else I've had him on. But when I ran out of this and I continued with just the turmeric, he did great. But I got him back on this Phytoflex. Phytoflex is amazing because it has glucosamine and it doesn't even say it up here, the green lip muscle. It has green lip muscle, glucosamine, things like that that are also amazing for joint health. So this, if you have a large breed or your Bulldog is having joint issues, all these superfoods that I've been telling you about are great, but also this is a product I will recommend that your dog will do good on. All right, this next one is like liquid gold. Bone broth. Bone broth is a great natural source of glucosamine and collagen that can be great for joint health. Bone broth is also something I like to give to my dogs when they get a little bit picky. You fed them some kibble and they didn't eat it, I'll go ahead and throw some bone broth on there. And a lot of times that stimulates their appetite and they get right into it. But for joint health, bone broth is amazing. You can even put this bone broth into your puppy mush. So instead of water, throw some bone broth in there if you really want to sauce it up. In breeders, these next few are for you, because these next few superfoods are really focused on fertility. And if you are an aspiring breeder, I advise you to check out the Advanced Breeders Network. It's a place where you can get all the resources to breed like a pro, and it's totally free to join. We have a community of almost 1,000 breeders where you can ask questions and share knowledge. There's downloadable guides, like our virtual whelping guide that was picked up by one of the top veterinary colleges in the world, UC Davis of California. And we have our puppy medical guide. You also can book one-on-one coaching sessions with an expert breeder. And there's links to breeder supplies, where you can get breeder supplies that have been sourced from all over the world by breeders and tested by breeders. These are all products that I use personally. So get on over there while it's still free, breedlikeapro.com. All right, now these last four are amazing for overall health. But if you want to boost your stud dog's fertility, these last four are a game changer. Sardines. Sardines are loaded with omega-3s, protein, and essential nutrients that will increase your stud dog's sperm count, and also great for the coat. Just make sure they have no salt added, and ideally, you want to get the ones that are in olive oil already, because next on our list is extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is rich in antioxidants and healthy fats that improve blood flow, which is great for fertility. Also reduces inflammation, and it's just great for overall health. All right, next we got eggs. Eggs are the most complete protein there is. There's everything you need for life inside an egg. Full of vitamins, amino acids, fatty acids, everything you need for healthy dogs, healthy puppies, healthy litters. So I like to take a raw egg and just crack it over the dog's food daily if you can, but at least a couple times a week. One of the next things I want to add to the Bulldog farm is a chicken coop for sure, because it's all about, again, organic, free-range eggs. You don't want just the cheapest store-bought eggs you can get. If you've ever looked at raw eggs, natural eggs out of somebody's coop, or like bought the high-end free-range, real free-range eggs from the store, they're a much more orangey, rich, yellowish color, and that's because they're free-range. So they're eating things like worms and all these other stuff that have more minerals and nutrients in it that pass into the egg. So you really want organic, free-range eggs. Now when it comes to fertility, this next one is probably the king. Sea moss. Sea moss helps regulate hormones and boosts immune function, which just overall leads to better health. Sea moss is packed with over 92 essential nutrients. Many of these have great effects on fertility, making this a game changer for reproductive health. So adding these superfoods to your dog's diet will make a complete difference in their overall health. It'll give them a better quality of life, they're gonna have a much nicer coat, and they're gonna live longer. And if you're a breeder, this is gonna aid you in getting bigger litters, getting better samples from your stud dogs, and just producing overall healthier puppies. You just know. And if you're a pet owner, you know that your dog is gonna thrive for years to come. You know that you're doing everything you can to extend your dog's life. And that's why my breeding program, Big Bone Bulldogs, produces some of the healthiest mini and micro English and French bulldogs in the world. My dogs aren't just bred right, they're raised right, starting with nutrition. So if you're looking for a healthy, well-bred, well-structured bulldog, then you need to be buying from a breeder who prioritizes health, genetics, and nutrition, not just color or hype. Here at Big Bone Bulldogs, all our puppies are raised on the highest quality diets. I breed only the highest quality genetics, and that's to give you the highest quality puppy. And if you are ready to bring the joy of a bulldog puppy into your life, then go ahead, click the link down in the description where you can book a one-on-one consultation with me, and we'll go over all your options and we'll find the right bulldog for you. So I hope you guys got value out of today's video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button for me, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because as you can see, I've been stepping things up around here. We got a professional camera now, I got professional editors, and I'm aiming for weekly uploads every Monday evening. So please help me out, hit that like button, it's right down there. Just go ahead, hit that like button down there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because at 100,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a free puppy. That's right, free puppy at 100K, and we're almost halfway there. See you next time.